I saw by the Spirit of God over Nigeria that the race for the next person to rule Nigeria started. And I saw from the back, a man ran, and it seems as if they are ahead of him. And he caught up with them. By the time he caught up with the others, his speed was terrific, that he caught up with them with a cutting edge and passed others. And the others tried all their energy, but they failed. And it now dawned on them in the month of August that this person will certainly win. So they had a plan. And their plan was, they gathered some people together and instructed them to join that boat that is flying ahead. It's a ship, rather. And shipwreck it. And they came in, hailing others as if they are part of the group. And they began to perform as if they are active part of the group. But their intention is to shipwreck that ship. But the sovereign Lord said, I saw by the prayer of the saints, the power of God began to shoot them out one after the other. Because judgment will come over Nigeria. Many powers will be paralyzed in Nigeria. The power that had been before shall not be anymore. Their names and record and history shall be wiped off the record book of Nigeria. Because many don't understand that the season of Nigeria now is a season that the Most High God has risen for the salvation of the nation of Nigeria, because of what Nigeria is in the end time revival agenda of God. Woe to he that decides to combat with the one on whom no man can face. It has been said again before, and people thought it was not true. By other mouths, it was because the timing was not up. But in this season, the timing has come. God is the one who fight a battle for you, and you are mystified. Because all the arsenal and weapons that you depend upon, none of them will come to effect by him. He uses a very simple thing that man do not think can be to confound the intelligence of this world. When the trumpet is sounded, then the city knows that there is war. However, yesterday, that is 30th to 31st, I saw an unrest from Lagos, all the western region I saw. And these people are fully armed to destabilize the kingdom. That is of that region. And I saw them shooting, slaying people who are innocent. And I was in the midst of this bloodbath, in a room upstairs in a house. And I was saying in my heart, Lord, why should they do this to themselves? Why should they do this to themselves? And the Lord said, pray. And my people should pray that this is the plot of the enemy. And if we will pray, and we will, you may see a little hint, but it will not take place. It will not take place. For their preparation is fully ready. The arms they have bought it. They have kept the arms in their armory. But there is somebody who can put fire in the armory of man and it will explode. If those who kept the weapons if he extends mercy to them, he will elude them when he will destroy the armory. But if he did not extend mercy to them, he will allow them to go and be armed, and they will all burn in fire in the broad daylight, so that mortal men may know that the Lord God of heaven rules over the affairs of men.
Hello, Nigerians. We are in a strange moment as a nation and a people, where we feel that there is a need for a change, where we feel that political questions and answers is the key to the next level and the hope of Nigeria being restored. But I asked the Lord, in the midst of the agitation going on in the House of Rep and in the Senate, the cry of the people that needs to be heard in a time as this, what are you saying? What have you said? And the Lord said to me, I need you to remember what I'm about to say. The Lord said to me, I will not use a political strategy as everyone is clamoring for. Though it is important, but I'm not going to use it to solve the problem of Nigeria. He said, this very national cry, the cry for redemption of the nation Nigeria and the Nigerians, the Lord said to me, my strategy would not be through the route everybody is going to. He said to me, I am going to use a non-political situation to solve the political problem. I want you to remember what I'm saying. The Lord said, I'm not going to use a political strategy to solve the problem of Nigeria and Nigerians. He said, I will make something to happen. I'm not going to say it. But when that happens, there will not be a need again for the cry of the nation and the people of Nigeria. And I said to him, make me understand you. He said, go and study what happened, the storyline behind the Chernobyl leakage. A time where a region and a nation felt they were impenetrable. When the sun rises, it rises and sets in Russia and USSR of the old. They were strong political and economic power to be reckoned with. They boasted it was a nation where the sun rises and sets. Everything they had was at their command. But they blocked the gospel from penetrating. They locked the immigration zones, and it was almost impossible for the gospel to find its way through that soil. But God, through a prophecy, had said that the nation of Russia would be receptible to the gospel. Nobody believed him. because it was impossible as at that time. While the event was going on, they had what we call the Chernobyl leakage. They found out they were in economic hard pain. Politically, the structure was shattered. They found that they could not longer take care of themselves. They could no longer do much on their own. And they opened up the gate that was closed to partnerships, to relationships. And that opened the door to the gospel. As we know, for some time, Russia was a bedmate to the United States of America. No wonder they paid their dues in dollars. But it was something that everybody felt that was never going to happen. And I want you to hear me. Nigerians' problem will be solved, but it's not going to be solved politically. It is not going to be by the strategies and the performances of man. It's going to be by the infiltration of the sovereignty of a deity called God. I want you to mark what I have said today. When he decides to invade, he will invade without any defense system or security stopping him. No strategy, no movement, no power will be able to stop God. And I hear the sound of an abundant rain that is about to be poured on the soil of a nation called Nigeria. And this nation's hope once more will be held up high. There is a storage. For every time I remember the word, I tell myself, there is a storage. There is a word that has been sent in the future that we are going to come in contact with very soon. And it is the word that strengthens me that the labors of our heroes past will not be in vain. Hear me and hear me well. As we keep praying for the political shift of the nation of Nigeria, I also want to remind you that I said it will not be politically. It's going to be an invasion. God will use something else that is not political to solve the nation's problem.
Hello family, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and I believe you heard what this great man of God has to say concerning our nation Nigeria. Although we have a lot of prophecy concerning our nation Nigeria, we have a lot of prayers being offered concerning this particular country called Nigeria. All intention are for greater country, for better Nigeria, and to see the country moving forward. You know what? The only thing that always encouraged me to always have hope for this great country called Nigeria is because God never disappoints. No matter how we cry for long, I believe one day God will listen to our prayer. Like Prophet Joel said, that the labor of our hero past shall never be in vain. And that is exactly what should be clamored for. We should never let them down, even though they are gone. They fought for us to have our independence. They fought for us to be on our own. And their intention is to see Nigeria moving forward. Their intention is to see Nigeria as one of the greatest countries on this continent. And like he said, the labor of our hero past shall never be in vain. And I think that is also part of what we always recite when we are in secondary school, primary school, or as the case may be. But I would like to encourage you, no matter who you are. I don't know who is watching this video. I don't know who is listening to me. I don't know who still believe in Nigeria. Please, never give up. Never stop praying for this country called Nigeria. Even though you are watching from another country and you're not Nigeria, please, this is an opportunity for you to pray for this country. Before you sleep, when you wake up, whenever you listen to this video, never give up. Please pray for this country. And as you pray for this country, not just because of this country you are praying for, or because I'm from Nigeria, because I'm an African, pray for the continent Africa. Pray for this particular continent called Africa. I believe if we come together, I believe if we pray as a family, I believe if we say God should lead us. And you know what? The major problem we are having in Africa, let me just say it, is our leaders. It's our leaders. And all these things happening in different parts of Africa are being caused by our leaders. And that is where the problem lies. And that is where our problem is. You know, they always say that what God cannot do does not exist. I believe there is nothing on this planet Earth that is too difficult for God to do. We need peace, and that peace shall come. We need mercy, and that mercy shall come. I would like to beg you in the name of God, please pray for Nigeria. Pray for this particular continent. You listen to these great men of God. They spoke with passion. The message that was given to them, they deliver it perfectly. You listen to Williams from the beginning. You listen Prophet Joel, the second part of the video. They gave a practical analysis that will open your eyes and know that yes, greater days are ahead. And I believe one day, because I don't have that doubt in my mind that Nigeria will not be great again. Yes, our politicians are frustrating us. Our politicians are doing all kinds of things that they want to allow the innocent people to remain the way they are and then should be lords over them. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm just trying to pass a message and let them know that this is what is on ground. This is what the Lord is about to do in this country. You know, Prophet William or Apostle William said from the beginning that all the plans of those wicked enemies of this country will never come to pass. To show you that God is with this country, to show you that God is with Africa, to show you that the intention of God must come to light in this great nation. Please pray for Nigeria, pray for Africa, and pray for God's intention to come to reality. It is you and I that can make it come to pass. God will not come down from heaven and fight the fight we can fight for ourselves. Please never forget to subscribe, like this video, and share to all social media platforms. Share to Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, X. And may God bless you and keep you. Pray for Nigeria and pray for Africa.